Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, it's afternoon. It's been, I feel like we want to celebrate. Who's celebrating? I think it's the Divine Masculine's energy that's celebrating. I've just knocked the cards and I feel like I have like bubbles coming out of my mouth. I'm forever blowing bubbles. So there's a celebration, okay, on the table. Before I've even had a look, I know that there's a celebration in the air. Let's say that. I've seen the bottom of the deck, which is the Two of Pentacles, made me chuckle. These cards have just twisted themselves. Let's have a look and see what these cards are. Page of Wands, emotional loss, the Five of Cups, celebration, right there in the middle. Okay, offering love, going through the transition, and then we've got a heavy burden. But I felt like we were celebrating. Bottom of the deck. He was coming up reverse last night, so yeah. Did we have an unsettling night? I wonder. I don't want to take these cards. I want to actually have like a proper shuffle. Page of Wands is someone has their passion back. I feel like they're holding their head up high and they're not going to look at this mucky stuff anymore. Turn around to the Two of Cups, which is time to celebrate. If you can see, the feminine's been pulled out here, so this is about pulling your feminine out from the crowd. Okay, offering the love, in comes the masculine. One step at a time. He's one step behind now. I can only see three of the horse's hoofs. Okay. Oh, there he is, with his little leg. Tiny Tim. Oh, that's what I wanted to say to you. I feel really tiny. Okay, so when I was like reaching over, I thought, am I like some kind of little, I don't know. I'm a little tiny person. I felt extremely small. Okay. You might be feeling Divine Feminine's extremely small in comparison to the Divine Masculines. I feel like they are celebrating. We do have this heavy burden here. Okay. Right, let's put them away. Let's shuffle all the cards in. Celebrate good times, come on. I just saw the Page of Cups. Okay. I was actually drawn to do a past, present and future read. Having a look at what we've actually overcome, what we've come through, what energy we're in now and what the future's looking like. Shall I stick to that? Okay, let's do that. And let's do it for the masculines and the feminines energy. So let's separate them, even though you are one. So when I say that the Divine Masculine's energy is celebrating, Divine Feminine, this might be you finding your balance, taking back your power. Okay, so let me just have a look at the masculine side. What's gone on in the past? One more card. Okay. Oh, okay. Belly's rumbling, growling. That's the car starting up in the past. Do you know how many times your Divine Masculine, that's how I'm going to speak. I'm going to speak about them, not to them today. Do you know how many times your Divine Masculine has wanted to get in his car and come to you? And then it's like he gets there. So he may actually like travel. He gets there and then he just watches from afar. An emergency vehicle was kind of coming in, so he's had these panic attacks. Feel like your Divine Masculine, he's had panic attacks. Every time, we'll look at this card in a second, every time that he wants to hit the track, if you have a look around, especially just behind the older gentleman's back here, it looks like a checkerboard, a racetrack, the race line. They're kind of coming in with the Sphinx's headpiece. So I feel like the Divine Masculine is losing his mind at times when it comes to actually, okay. I feel like he takes some kind of little venture and then he becomes comfortable and goes back to where he was, where he feels comfortable. So this is about stepping outside of your comfort zone. This third card, Feminine's intuition. I feel like the masculine senses that you know he's around. He's worried about getting busted, about getting caught. Okay. Busted, McFly. It's like a fly on the wall. I actually felt we might be due for a fly on the wall reading as well soon. So, I don't know, the girl with 5 colours in her hair. Do, 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 ooh. Do, 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 ooh. Do, 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 ooh. Okay. Sounds like I was going to go into a bit of a Friends then. I'll be there for you. So it really does feel like the Divine Masculine's intentions have been to be there for you, Divine Feminine. He gets very nervous, maybe tongue-tied. It's like he starts up his engine. He may even start to travel. And then he just watches from afar. He has this feeling that you can sense this, okay, with your High Priestess energy. But he's wanting to know what you're doing. Right, that's the past energy for the Divine Masculine. Let's tap into your past energy. I'm not going to put the cards back in. We're going to use the same deck. Divine Feminine, your past energy. Well, the Divine Masculine's correct. You are aware of him. He might be hiding, but you can feel the pressure. I feel like you can feel maybe the eyes on you. Okay. All eyes on you. The past energy. This is when the Divine Masculine, he's nearly home. This masculine's nearly home. And he's just got like some heavy burdens that he's carrying. And he does want to unload them. Feels like he wants to unload them on you, Divine Feminine. Because, why? Because you make him feel comforted. It's like you're his emergency go-to. But for some reason, he can't actually go through with it. His legs go heavy when it comes to love. So he knows that you have unconditional love. You have the grail. He wants that grail. He does want it. But he's going across like the desert at the moment. He will find his oasis. The penny's going to drop. That bird of peace there. So he only feels peace coming from you, Divine Feminine. The penny's dropped. So there's no need to hide. 2 more cards. Divine Feminine, Star Energy. That's interesting because this is a karmic energy here. The heavy burdens that you're carrying, Divine Masculine, with your Divine Feminine that offers you unconditional love, why is she looking at the star? Because I believe this is a karmic energy that's coming. I've been speaking about this with someone today, going through the 12 laws of the universe. Okay, the 12 universal laws. And this really takes me to the law of karma, the law of cause and effect. Okay. The heavy burden you're carrying, this star figure here, she's oblivious to what the Divine Masculine's doing. That's the burden he's carrying, is this third energy here. Because he returns to where he feels comfortable, and that's because this feminine is not really in any kind of knowing. The Divine Feminine, she knows without knowing. So that there is still this other feminine. So it's creating a ripple effect in the Divine Masculine's life. Rippling out, he's in panic attacks. About who finding out? I feel panic attacks about this star finding out here, who she's not in the. She doesn't have an idea. She doesn't have a clue. She's not tapped in like the Divine Feminine is. Okay, but the Divine Feminine, of course, is tapped into this other feminine's energy here, who still seems to be coming out as being the star in the Divine Masculine's life. Okay, the Divine Feminine here, she's got a sunflower, so she's managed to grow her own life. The 2 lines behind her have been supporting her. She's been supporting herself. What with? Her own pillars of strength, her masculine, feminine energy. That's what's gone on in the past. Let's have a look at the current energy. Divine masculine. How are we now? It's more the anxiety that made the divine masculine keep running back here to where he felt comfortable with someone that just didn't really know much. It was just an easy life now. It's interesting. I feel like actually going back to your comfort zone, there's less likely you'll be interrogated. The divine masculine here, I feel, is fearing interrogation by the divine feminine to explain himself. Let's have a look at the current energy and see whether or not this anxiousness, because if you're anxious, you're worrying about the future. Well, you've got the King of Wands. He is facing like that way. I'm not sure if he's turning his back. Possibly. Current energy. Like I said, it feels like it's a bit too much. This is stressing the divine masculine out. It feels like he's a fake. Yeah. You're a fake, baby. You can't conceal it. How do I know? 'Cause I can feel it. So, and then it's just Alexander O'Neill. And then it takes me to criticise. Don't criticise my plans. Criticise my ideals. Don't criticise my lifestyle. I'm fed up 'cause all you wanna do is criticise. Okay. So this is kind of like the feminine's energy basically not looking fondly, favourable upon the divine masculine's choices of the past. And he's kind of pissed off. He's had enough. He's just had enough of himself and his own situation. And because you're not in alignment with him, divine feminine, and in agreement on the choices that he's making are for the greater good, they are not. There's no room for growth if you just stay within your comfort zone and hide there. Okay. So, divine masculine, you are quite hot-tempered, a bit pissed off, really. Okay. And I actually felt with your jacket, well, it's not your jacket, it's your, I don't know, looks like a, what do you call it? Well, it's a sack. A straw sack? No, a haystack. Look for a needle in a haystack. Okay. No, it's a sack. You know, like a proper sack. In the sack race. In the sack race. Bunny hopping race. So you're hopping between partners, maybe. You're infuriated with yourself. You're so angry. How could you get put in this situation? Well, you put yourself there, divine masculine. You attracted it. But I felt here that, let's go back to what you're actually wearing, which is a cape. Okay. This cape, it straight away took me to what was behind the Queen of Wands' back here. And I felt your energy was, well, if the divine feminine, if that's her opinion, then she can go live her life and I'm happy to go and live mine. But you're not happy, divine masculine, are you? No. So that's just your ego, because we've got the Emperor. And you're stubborn and you'll turn your back on why? Because your divine feminine can see right through you, can see the truth. It's like if you didn't lie and you wasn't deception. What is that even a word? Deceptive. The whole point of this mission, ascension, purpose, just the whole point behind this, the purpose of it is that it's not healthy to keep things inside that you're ashamed about or that you're hiding from. That's not healthy for you. So the divine feminine is not going to say, it's kind of like you have secrets and you want your divine feminine to go along with your secrets. You can be secretive, but you can't ask the divine feminine to... it's not about not telling the truth. It's to keep your secrets when she doesn't really have any secrets. Make sense? Makes sense. Well, maybe not to you, Divine Masculine. And this is making you anxious because you don't actually know what the future is going to hold in store or what power your Divine Feminine has. And you've got another feminine here who's in, I don't know, she's in a void. She's not really a massive participant in life. She's just part of your comfort zone. She makes up part of your comfort blanket. Okay. And you're resting and praying. And you have mental torture over your head. Heartache, heartbreak with the 3 of Swords there. You have a sword underneath for resurrecting. You're praying. This is your current energy. Hey, listen, I thought you were going to celebrate. So, Divine Feminines, this could definitely be you taking control of your masculine energy, and there's cause for celebration because you're nobody's fool. There you are. Current energy, Queen of Pentacles. You are the divine wife, and you're not going to forget that. Okay. There's no need for you to compare yourself with another. You are the Queen of Wands. If the Divine Masculine chooses to see this as a star in his life, then let him follow that star and see where it gets him. You've got your own star to follow. You're holding it on your lap here. And it'll bring you the abundance. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Bunny hopping. He could be bunny hopping his way to you. That's bunny there. Oh, there's something here about who you choose to share the sack with. I don't believe he's actually choosing to share his sack with anyone. But it doesn't look like he's prepared to actually step out of his comfort zone. Okay. Your current energy, Divine Feminine. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. That's you taking care of your own needs. You are balanced. I can see now why the Divine Feminines will be celebrating. Because they feel whole and complete. Mature. You are dependable, Divine Feminine. If you're looking for someone to depend upon, it's yourself. And you know that for sure now. Okay. Wow. There you are. Your independence. 9 of Pentacles. You take care of you. The current energy, we've got... oh, you're reborn. I was going to say we've got a baby here. You've been reborn. Happy days for you now, guys, ahead. Are on the horizon. It's like from this moment forward, you're very grounded, Divine Feminines. Congratulations. It's like you've integrated your Divine Masculine energy. And, wow. You've tamed the beast, but also you can use it to your advantage when you need to. Divine Masculine, shall we have a look at what's on the cards for your future? There you are, still holding on, not allowing the flow. This is about you building firm foundations. If you don't let go of your grip, you're going to find that... I actually felt like you might get the sack, to be honest with you. Your life might go a bit... well, you're rummaging around in the bottom of the sack. I don't know, but I believe that there could be change here. You've just turned your back on an offer of divine love. And this here is your flow being blocked. So you're going to feel as if every penny maybe that comes in you want to hang on to. It's like nothing's really certain. Why is that? Because you're not certain. You're not dependable and you're not sure. That's a blocking. It's kind of like take heed though, because you have control over this. You can turn this around. This is kind of like a warning of what this kind of energy brings with it. That's all it is. The law of cause and effect. So there is a block. Let it go to let it flow. All of those. Okay, we'll take these two first. Oh, they're for the Divine Feminine. Okay. 4 of Pentacles. Partial success, Divine Masculine. Two of Wands. It's like you'll always be looking for that companion. You might feel stable, because I felt with the Four of Pentacles, you stabilising yourself. You're stubborn. You're rooted in your ways, and it's like you're not going to change. And the reason you're not going to change is because actually you don't want to face the Divine Feminine and hear what she may have to say about your situation, and maybe what you need to adjust. So a big ego trip you're on here. You're never going to really feel stable. You can stabilise yourself, but you're always wondering what maybe this could have offered, and I've got like this really sour taste in my mouth. It might leave that. And we're back to the Two of Pentacles, you trying to juggle your life again. Well, that looks like what's on the cards for your future, Divine Masculine. I'm going over to the Divine Feminine side. Divine Feminine, there you are. Everything that you wish for is at your command. You are in the world. You are the world. Okay, you're being watched over by the Four Fathers, which actually takes me, which is actually in your future, you're being watched over by the Four Fathers. And when I think of the Four Fathers, I think of the Four Kings, and they would make up the Emperor. So you may still be, in your future, still being watched by your Divine Masculine while you proceed in your new world. Next, Judgment. Why? He's fearful of judgment. He has to bring himself forward for Judgment Day, which you're doing here. You bring yourself forward. You have a clear conscience. You're like, okay, I take full responsibility for what has been, for who I am now, and for who I'm going to be. And that angel's kind of looking at the Divine Masculine as if to say, you just needed to do the same. Take responsibility for your life and your actions, what you've attracted. What else for the future, Divine Feminine? We've got the Queen of Cups. So you're in position. It does look like the Grail's here with some toxic emotions. Love's got the world in motion. Your future. It doesn't look like anything's really going to unstable you, Divine Feminine. It does feel like in the future the Divine Masculine is still juggling, wobbly. Oh, we've got two more cards. That was a bit... we have the Divine Masculine here. Where's he going? Well, he's walking away from the comfort zone. He needs to find himself first so that he's sure and certain and can be depended upon. Like he needs to have a good chat with himself. So it looks like he's going into solitude. You normally would result in ending up with the Two of Cups to the Ten of Cups, but it all depends really. What's going on? Because there's one card underneath, and I know it's an ace. So what's going on in this void that the Divine Masculine is going to be working on? Because the ace is an opportunity from the universe. It's not even the ace. Jeez. I swear that was the ace. And I saw an ace, it's not, it's the Three of Swords. He's going to deal with his past pain, his heartache, his broken heart. Don't tell my heart, my achy, breaky heart. Just don't think you'll understand. Well, he's going to have to go and have a good talk with his heart. His depressiveness, and how actually there's three swords. This suggests a third party situation. There were three hearts that were involved in this setup that the Divine Masculine needs to take responsibility for the pain that he's caused to all three of the hearts. The first one is his own. Okay, there's a clear up job going on here. Empress, Divine Feminine, you are the Empress. You stay exactly where you are. You're not in competition with anyone. Okay? It's like the only person that you're competing with is yourself. Your Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles is keeping you very, very stable and secure. So I feel very much you're embracing this new beginning. It's like you're through. Judgment doesn't scare you. It's an opportunity to learn. Wow. Okay, let's have a look at some random cards. Divine Masculine, would you like to give us some random words? A song? You want me to put a song on? Not the song Criticise, is it? No. Okay. You just want the song? Tease Me Please and Obsession. It's nearly 1444, so let's check out the song. Let's check out the song that's on. Got the washing machine on, but just megabytes. There's no song on at the moment. It's 1444. This looks like a bit of a different setup. I can only tell you the songs that are actually kind of on the list here, which is Company by Company. That's a bit of a musical. If you want something a bit mellow, we've got Something by the Beatles. You want a bit of soul, Don't Leave Me This Way, Harold Melvin and Blue Notes. And if you want to go to the movies, we've got Hungry Eyes, bit of Dirty Dancing going on. There you go, there's a few songs. We like options. Okay, well that will make sense with song, Tease Me Please and Obsession. Let's leave it there. Divine Feminine, let's have some random words. You're in love with life itself. Easy? No, it wasn't easy, it was in reverse. It's easy when you get there, when you get into the groove. Get into the groove, boy, you've got to prove your love to me. That's really what it's come down to now, Divine Masculine, is that you're going to need to prove your love to the Divine Feminine. That's what I feel. I don't feel like she's going to be chasing after you anymore, especially as you're running away in the opposite direction back to your comfort zone. So, yeah. And it just doesn't seem like that's worth the effort for you. If the Divine Feminine's doing so well without you, then it feels like you're okay to leave her that way. Or are you? Because you keep checking in. The kids and Cherish. You are my sunshine. That's really interesting. Because I felt you are the Divine Masculine sunshine, but there's other things that he's choosing to cherish above you. The kids, cherish, and then we do have, unless this is a person that he's convinced is his sunshine, is his star. But seen as the Midas touch, the my, is he wants it all, doesn't he? He doesn't really want to change his circumstances, and he still likes you to be in this independent, single energy. Somehow it just feels like you're still the right company for him. I felt like something stuck to my elbow. Okay. And that's what I feel, the tapping outside. I actually felt like that's kind of like the Divine Feminine. It's like, just off. You can't cling on, hold on to my elbow. Or it's like, let's go to a sacred destiny. I'm going to tap into this. Yes, I am. Divine Masculine first. What's on the cards for your sacred destiny? You've got to get a grip of your frustration, because you're the one doing this to yourself, Divine Masculine. You are extremely grumpy and frustrated with that Emperor energy. Stroppy. Okay, Sacred Destiny would like you to know. Is there just the one card then? No, you've got two. You're going forward, are you? What's the other card? Healing chaos. It's like you have to move through this storm. It wasn't easy for the Divine Feminine. It's like, but you don't even take the time to actually inquire about her and her journey. You just think that she's doing okay and she's got a lot of judgment to fire at you. That's only you judging yourself, Divine Masculine. The Divine Feminine is just not accepting unacceptable behaviour. But she's not attracting it anymore. Okay. It's not attractive. So it's not attracting it. Going forward, let's have a look. Oh. It's like I feel like something's crawling in my ear. Grassy hills. And that's what it starts off with here, grassy hills, look, where you are. Grassy hills are one of the most abundant families of plants on Earth. From the earliest days of human history, grasses have played an important role in life. We eat grasses, oat, barley and wheat are kinds of grass. It's like something's made of wheat bag. I don't know, what's the bag? There's something about the material a bag's made out of, your sack. Okay. We have thatched our roofs with it, fed our animals with it, walked on it, had picnics on it, and made love on it. Depends who you're in the sack with. Okay. Its matrix of roots prevents erosion, and its lush, rapid growth produces volumes of oxygen. Grasses are one of the world's most significant food sources. Grass in the past times has symbolised growth, productiveness, prosperity, new ideas and fulfilment. And over on this side, that is all that the Divine Feminine is doing, because this is the earth element. The grass and the trees and the moving forward, the abundant life, all on the Divine Feminine's in her current energy right now. It's like kind of like the most abundant state that the Divine Feminine could find herself in, with the most positive, happiest card on the planet, the Sun card. And it's like she's achieving this without her counterpart being there. She found that within, going forward. Okay. Got to find my page. I'd opened up to New Beginnings, Radiant Sunrise. Let's finish about the grassy hills. The landscape wants you to know. When you receive this card, fertility, productivity, love, health, abundance and fulfillment are ahead for you. This is for you, Divine Masculine. It's all lined up for you. You're just out of alignment to be able to receive that. To be on the same receiver as the Divine Feminine. Things are growing and expanding in your life. Keep going forward. Sometimes it may be easy to be distracted by what's occurring around you, but this card indicates that it is important to not let anything hold you back from increasing the bounty in your life. What's that, including a wife, your children? Okay, the things that you once upon a time cherished. Step up and know that your needs will be taken care of. Your life is escalating and intensifying in the best possible way for your highest good, and you're not happy about it. And I don't really believe that the divine is going to smile fondly upon that, the fact that you're not happy about it. Maybe they are, because that's what will get you out of it, the severe unhappiness you will find yourself in. But divine's not kind of like really impressed, are they? That for your highest good, it's all been lined up. It's all been lined up for you, and you stepped out of line. Okay, let's have a look at this other card, because you're healing chaos. A spiraling tornado. Energy in our universe spirals. Water spirals in the wake of the fish that swims through the stream. Air spirals in the wake of a bird in flight. The moon spirals around the earth, which spirals around the sun. Now, the Divine Feminine is the moon energy. So the moon spirals around the earth, and seeing as we have her in her earth elements, which spirals around the sun, which is the Divine Masculine's energy, which spirals around the galaxy. Even our DNA is a spiral. It is the healing principle of life. It's not an accident that the ancient symbol for healing is the caducus. I'm not sure if you actually say that, but that just actually takes me to the healing energy that I picked up here with the Divine Masculine. Okay. It's not an accident that the ancient symbol for healing is the I'm not saying it right, but okay. Caducus. Two spiraling serpents. You and your Divine Feminine are, which your Kundalini, I want to say, it's causing chaos. Divine Feminine, she's managed to become balanced, she's settled. It is the sacred spiral. Most people assume that there is nothing good that comes from tornadoes, but every part of nature has value. For example, although some birds lose their habitat from a tornado, birds such as the prairie warbler, whippoorwill, woodpecker, grouse and woodcock, as well as forest salamanders. It's interesting, that's what that took me to now, a salamander. All benefit from the new landscape created by tornadoes. Downed trees provide habitat for black bears and white-tailed deer and create dens for many kinds of animals. Tornadoes churn up the soil in ways that rejuvenate the earth. And I feel this is what the Divine Feminine, it's like she has just toiled the soil, ready for new growth. And it's caused a bit of a tornado in your life. I feel like you can feel that she's balanced and she's moving away. It's not even she's moving away, she's being like led away from you. Okay. The sacred landscape wants you to know, when you receive this card, it acknowledges potential chaos or the need for chaos as an activator for profound healing. If your life seems chaotic, know that it has an underlying energy of healing. You are being healed on all levels. You are a healer. Alternatively, if your life is calm to the point of being stagnant, this card suggests that it might be time to create a bit of chaos in your life. It will activate healing, do the unexpected, mix life up a bit. And the most unexpected thing is really that the Divine Feminine, she finally just walks away. Not hanging around forever. But it's like it's needed because the bottom, was it the bottom? When did I see? Oh no, it'll still be here. Here, it's underneath here. Look, solitude. Is you going into solitude because you need to heal this chaos that you've caused. You've caused yourself and you've actually brought this upon yourself and upon your Divine Feminine and anyone else who is involved as a result of this behaviour. You have to take responsibility for it, Divine Masculine. Your role to do that. Ooh. Divine Feminine, would you like a Sacred Destiny Oracle card? Enlightenment. And just like that, everything just seems so completely different. Okay. Vast galaxy. Now, it was interesting, it said that the moon spiraled around the sun, which then spiraled around the galaxy. Our beautiful home galaxy is so large that if you travelled at the speed of light, it would take you 100,000 years to go from one end to the other. It is small compared to some galaxies. For example, the Hercules a galaxy would take 1.5 million years to cross at the speed of light. The realm of galaxies is so vast and so wide that it is beyond human comprehension, which is why the galaxy often symbolises great enlightenment, as well as faith in the forces much greater than us. Divine Feminine, the secret landscape wants you to know. Would you like to have a look at that card up close? Enlightenment occurs when one steps out of the confines of an ordinary definition of self and expands into a greater awareness of the self within the universe. You are now reaching into the invisible realm of spirit and connecting with what you cannot see. Forces beneath the surface are supporting you on your journey. Have faith in yourself. You are so much more than you believe yourself to be. Have patience that there is a plan unfolding. The sky's the limit. This card represents enlightenment and signals that you are entering into a time of expansive transformation in a luminous and remarkable way. Trust that the changes ahead are for the greater good, for most certainly they are. They are for you, Divine Feminine. This is awesome. The Divine Masculine, he also has, going forward, the opportunity to go forward for the greater good, his greater good. Okay. For his own good. I feel like I maybe want to leave this reading alone now. Let's get physical. I wanna get physical. Let's get into physical. There is something here about if anyone, the Divine Masculine wanted to share the sack with his bed. It feels like it is you, Divine Feminine. Okay, so we've got two cards, and the top card is for the Divine Masculine, and this one's for the Divine Feminine. With love, Divine Masculine. Okay, let's end your portion of this reading with this message. Dearest Stu, we bet you must be so exhausted some days, given as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good can leave you feeling depleted, like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan. Today, go take a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care. So funny. Because Divine Feminine, you've incorporated your Divine Masculine energy. Divine Masculine, he's being guided to do the same, but with his Divine Feminine energy. Because this is guidance you would give to the Divine Feminine. Go read a book, a romance novel. Go and have a nice salt bath. Okay? You've been doing too much. And you have, Divine Masculine. You've been doing too much to please maybe the wrong people. We're not questioning whether or not you are a good fella, for he's a jolly good fellow. It's just who to. It's like the Divine wants you to be jolly and you're in the Emperor energy. So, if it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan. Today go take a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care, not more work on yourself. By attending to yourself now, you are reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use a word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but is essential for your well-being now. No. Say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no, gently but firmly, then go for a soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to centre, replenished and ready for more adventure. We love you so very much. Got to learn to stop being such a people pleaser, Divine Masculine. Say no to people that are draining on your energy and you're doing it all. Don't allow yourself to be walked over. Okay. Divine Feminine, let's end with this message for you guys. Be fearless. Dearest Stu, on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself and the world. So to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth that spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about you. A story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it. So make sure they're stories you're proud of. Genuine, loving fan club. Wow, Divine Feminines, how awesome is that? Okay. Living in your truth, telling your story. What is the story that we keep telling ourselves though? Well, we're moving on, aren't we? To a nice, fresh, new energy, a new earth. That's our story. No looking back. Looking back over my shoulder. I believe there could be an aching in the heart in that song. And that's a Divine Masculine that has this achy, breaky heart. Divine Feminine. Looks like you've managed to come through a lot of healing. Are we leaving it? Let's get. You've got this. You've got this. Divine Masculine, you've got this if you want to take a hold of it. Or maybe loosen your grip and allow it to flow. Just don't allow it to slip through your fingers. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Once you found yourself, okay, you just want to create this new. You're happy to go again. Okay. So life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. You find yourself on the way. Another one for you, Divine Masculine. Children can see magic because they look for it. There's the energy here of dulling children's spark, cherishing children. That's like, in a way, wanting to do everything for them. Feels more of a smothering energy. And what you'll do is you'll smother their... if you're anxious, you're going to rub that off onto your children. Spoke about that earlier in the week, maybe. One more for you, Divine Masculine. Oh, two more. Without a vision for your future, you will always return to your past. And you're lacking vision. And the Divine Feminine has vision for New Earth, not in alignment with each other. If you lack vision... So without a vision for your future, you will always return to your past. Let's leave it with this though. You can do it if you put your mind into it. Positive expectations. The universe wants to move you forward, Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine, we're just going to end on this one card. If you want something you've never had, you've got to do something you've never done. Walking away. Walking into this new earth. And knowing that what's coming with you will be with you. If you want something you've never had, you've got to do something you've never done. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. So Divine Feminine, it does, well, this can be taken on both sides. Divine Feminine, it's like you're finally walking into new earth now. It's like, but none of that time, that past was wasted energy. Okay, it's just you have this fresh energy and a fresh vision and a focus. Divine Masculine. What does it say? Oh, it's on the bottom here, isn't it? Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. It should be healing time. You should heal. Come to You haven't wasted any time. Okay. Time is just an illusion. I'm going. Have yourself a fantastic day. 50 minutes near on exactly. 50:05. There's a bit of a mirroring going on there. Through the transition, you go back to 0 points. I'll catch up with you guys soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.